In this video, I'm going to teach you how to step onto your unique and highly personalized path to purpose and fulfillment. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to step off the hamster wheel of life once and for all. And if you stay to the end, I'll share with you the next step that any human can take to make this start happening today. So what we're talking about is life as a journey. And I say any journey can be put on a map. What we're looking at here is what I call the map of life. Has the directions north, south, east, west, and a starting point, which I say we start at a 5 out of 10, assuming everything's gone kind of okay in our school life and childhood. So in our journey through life, we've all heard the saying, when things go south, they go bad. We want to avoid that in our life and have our journey. Our most desirable journey would be straight north until we hit the 10 out of 10, and that we just stay there forever. And so what I suggest is that this 10 out of 10 will look different for all of us because we're all different. So what I say, internally, we're hardwired to be looking for our own true north. The 10 out of 10 life that can only be true for us, given that we are unique. So that's what we hope and naively even expect will happen for us in life. But what happens is a different kettle of fish. We're left with vague advice that if we do well at school, get a good job, and work hard, every success in life will be delivered to us on a platter. Sometime after 30 years of age, generally speaking, we start to think, I've been giving 110% here, and I know that I'm not at my 10 out of 10. And this can be confusing for us at this stage because we haven't lacked effort and we haven't lacked talent. So during this time, there's a few different stages that we might move through. And just to focus on suffering for a moment, I say we're in suffering when, despite the image we present to the world, our cup feels quite empty and really is never as full as we want it. We've been trying for years to improve it without any real result. And the most painful bit, we have no clue as to what to do next to escape this. We feel stuck. So confused, stuck and lost, deflated, exhausted, and losing hope is a fairly common experience of life for adults moving through life's journey. When this happens, we compensate with whatever we can get our hands on: drugs, alcohol, social media, sex, comfort food, fizzy drinks, anything that brings relief through a short-lived and temporary high. So when we get to this point, the question that every human lives with is, I know I'm not at my 10 out of 10. What does my 10 out of 10 look like? How do I find that? How do I step onto my path through life that can only be for me? And the answer to that, the short answer to that is you must know yourself. Us humans are infinitely individualistic. So our life has to reflect that. Our 10 out of 10 life is different for everyone. And so we must know how we are different in order to access that. We have to understand how we are unique with as much depth and clarity as possible. For example, questions like this: what are your unique combinations of strengths, values, and character traits? What are your strongest learning styles? How do you most easily retain information? Are you introverted or extroverted? Should you be amongst groups of people all the time, or do you prefer one or two, close relationships and peace and quiet? Where does meaning come from in your life? So to step onto your most fulfilling path through life, you have to be able to answer these questions. You have to know yourself and then align life with the answers. The reward for doing so is to feel consistently happy, fulfilled, energized, and content, with, of course, the standard minor ups and downs of life, because that's what happens as a human. And how would I know? What you've just looked at here, I've just documented my life. So it's tried and tested. I've tried and tested everything that I'm teaching you here today. So now that you have this information, how to leave the hamster wheel and step onto your own personalized path to fulfillment, you now have a choice. Do you choose happiness, fulfillment, and contentment on repeat? Or does it feel a bit hard and you're going to stay with what you know and where it's safe? However, if it feels despondent, exhausted, stuck, and confusing, what do you choose? If you choose happiness, fulfillment, and contentment, you can start today. Just click on the next video titled How to Guarantee Happiness for Any Human and step closer to that right now.